everybody, it's Nina. Thanks so much for joining me today. I wanted to share some inspiration with you using some of the newest products from Simon's Best Days release. For today's card, I'm going to be showing you this really cute picture book crocodile die, which is really fun and a really unique picture book die, perfect for adding to your collection of picture books that Simon has. I'm going to be die cutting this crocodile 3 times from 3 different colors of green cardstock. I found 3 scraps of green cardstock in some different colors, and I'm going to cut him from all 3 because I'm going to piece him back together, and I want different parts of him to be different colors. Now, if you don't have different colors of cardstock like this, you could take white cardstock and color each piece individually. I'm also going to bring in this bubble tracker stamp set, which is a CZ design and Simon Says Stamp exclusive collaboration set. There's this really cute little stitching line, and while this stamp set may normally be used for creating planners and keeping tracks of goals and such, it's also got some really cute little elements that can be used to make cards. I'm using that little stitching line to create some texture on his body, and then I'm also going to bring in some green ink from Simon Says Stamp and do a little bit of ink blending with an ink dauber, and you can see how that adds a little bit of dimension and shading to this crocodile and gives him a nice look. I'm also going to do that to all of the other different pieces that I've cut out, and all of the scraps from the other pieces that I didn't use from these different colors of cardstock, you can piece those back together and use them to make additional cards. I also added some more of that stitching detail to some other portions of his body, and now I'm bringing in some sentiments from the CZ Design EMPHATIC stamp set. I'm stamping the word yes first. I'm going to be having the sentiments kind of staggered and getting higher up off of the card as they go along. So first I have yes, which was stamped directly onto the white panel that's going on my card. And then I stamped both the seriously and the you are flipping amazeballs sentiments, both of those onto different colors of cardstocks. I'm going to start by piecing the alligator together first using some liquid glue. So he's getting adhered directly down onto the card using that liquid glue. Then I'm going to start adding in my sentiments. For the first sentiment, underneath the word yes, I adhered that one down with a bit of foam tape from Simon Says Stamp. This isn't super thick foam tape, so it's got a slight dimension off of the card, but not as much as a normal piece of foam tape. Then I'm going to bring in that second sentiment that's on the cardstock, and that one's adhered down with some 3M foam tape, which is a little bit more dimensional. There's this really cute new picture book sky background die, which has adorable little clouds in it. And I'm not going to use the whole background, I'm just going to use the negative cloud pieces. And I cut those from some mermaid cardstock, which is one of my most favorite cardstock colors. And I popped those off of the card as well. This is a very clean and simple card, so as I'm adhering all of these things together, I'm making sure things line up really well. So for instance, the sentiments all line up on a right alignment, and then I have the clouds set up as a visual triangle. So if you look at it, you can form a triangle visually by looking at those clouds, and these different elements really help pull the whole clean and simple design together. I did add some white gel pen details using a white paint pen. You saw me adding those to the clouds, and I also added some to the crocodile himself. Then I popped that entire piece up off of some pattern paper that I adhered down to my card base. My final embellishment, which is going to tie in all of the red and also form a visual triangle between these red elements, is adding a couple of little hearts that I die cut with another Simon Says Stamp die that had some heart shapes in it. I adhered these down with some liquid glue, and I'm making sure not to press them down too hard into the glue, so that way when the glue dries, they have a very slight bit of dimension off of the entire card. This card was really fun and super cute to put together, and I hope that this has inspired you to use some of the new products that are in the Simon Says Stamp Best Days release. Before I go, I want to show you a look at this other card that I created using one of the Suzy Plantamer watercoloring cards. I colored this cute little dog to look like Simon from Simon Says Stamp, and then I adhered him onto a card panel that I had done some stamping with using that bubble tracker background hexagons, and I also added a couple of sentiments from the CZ Designs You the Best die and also from the EMPHATIC stamp set. All of the watercoloring that I did on the dog was done with some of my favorite Danielle Smith watercolors, and I did color in that background using some Copic markers that I thought really looked nice with the color of ink that I used behind there. I want to show you too a look at a sneak peek of a card that I'll be sharing tomorrow as part of the Simon Says Stamp 2-day Best Days Release blog hop. So there's a 2-day blog hop coming tomorrow and also on Saturday. So I hope you'll stop back to my blog again to check that out as well and so you can see the full card. If you enjoyed this video, here are 2 more you might like featuring some fun Simon Says Stamp products. I will see you again very soon with another video, and until then, have a great day. Bye!